you like AEW or not, Tony Khan or not, Ricky Starks is one of the most talented guys on the AEW roster. We all know that they have a bloated roster. We all know that they have one of the most talented rosters, maybe ever assembled. But the fact that you can't find something for Ricky Starks to do, or the fact that you don't want to make Ricky Starks a priority on your show, that shows the level of incompetence within AEW. Ricky Starks is on his way out, and Ricky Starks doesn't know why he's on AEW television from this point moving forward. I'll tell you why, and I'll give you every fucking reason why Ricky Starks is not on AEW television, while he also had some nice things to say about CM Punk in AEW. We'll go over all that right here on Off the Script. Also, we got a major injury coming out of the women's division on Monday Night Raw. Who is it and how badly is she injured? And we have a major women's free agent on SmackDown. Where is she gonna end up? Will she stay with WWE or will she venture over to AEW? All this and so much more right here on Off the Script. Let's start with Ricky Starks. AEW has not featured Ricky Starks since March 30th of 2024. The last time that we saw Ricky Starks, he was supposedly injured in a tag team tournament match. He teamed with Big Bill. Big Bill is no longer his tag team partner. They moved Big Bill onto the learning tree of Chris Jericho. This tag team match took place with Starks and Bill against Top Flight. Ricky Starks and Big Bill were scheduled to win. There was a botch. Top Flight was given an audible, and they ended up winning the match on this episode of Collision. This tournament was to crown the tag team champions coming out of Revolution because Sting and Darby Allin needed to vacate the championships. Starks has not been on television since then, and he was quoted by What Culture Wrestling as to why he's been off television. He has no idea why. He says this, and I quote, "I really have no clue. It's just a very interesting time. I wish that I was on Dynamite. I wish that I was on Dynasty. I wish I was on all these things. But I think at a certain point, just for my own sanity, I can't go too crazy about it because the proof is in my work and my effort that I've constantly given." End quote. Then he had some nice things to say about CM Punk, which in this company is a big no-no because we all know what the company feels about CM Punk. So Ricky Starks shared that Punk's influence on his presentation was a big deal to him. And we all know Collision was Punk's show, and Starks was obviously a part of that roster. He would not have been if Punk didn't want him there. So we all know that CM Punk built Collision. It was his creative vision. And he mentioned a frequently shared video clip featuring dramatic pyro effects, which was entirely Punk's idea. Punk aimed to help certain people and foster collaboration. Starks recalled a conversation with Punk where Punk emphasized it's really up to you to sink or swim. So Punk wanted to give Ricky Starks an opportunity and really focus on giving him that opportunity. Hey, man, you're going to sink or you're going to swim. It's going to be up to you. Tony Khan doesn't seem to think that way. This motivated Starks to consistently exceed his previous performances, feeling a strong responsibility to live up to Punk's supports. Punk played a crucial role in advocating for Starks and suggesting new approaches for his character, showing a unique understanding of Starks' potential. Ricky Starks said this about CM Punk and AEW. "I have no issues with Punk. I don't give a fuck what anybody tries to tell me. I don't care. He has never done me wrong, and you can have your opinions on him, but you shouldn't vilify someone for thinking differently than you." Man, oh man, the IWC should take Ricky Starks' words and fucking chew on that for a little bit. The fact of the matter is, folks, Tony Khan is a blithering idiot. The creative in AEW is dog shit. Let's be upfront and honest. Do they get everything wrong? No. Do they get some things right? Sure. Is everything good? No, not at all. WWE is absolutely going to land Ricky Starks, and they're going to make a big deal out of Ricky Starks. And when Ricky Starks gets over there, WWE, Triple H, Bruce Pritchard, and everybody involved in the creative aspect, Nick Khan, are going to show AEW what separates the men from the fucking indies. That's what's going to happen. They did it with Jade Cargill. Why don't you think they're going to do it with Ricky Starks? Ricky Starks was a relative unknown before his time in AEW. I had no idea who he was. We all fell in love with Ricky Starks and what he brought to the table during his AEW run. Now that he's got 5 years of television under his belt, shoddy television under his belt, he's going to go where Cody is and where Punk is, and they're going to make him into a star, and they're going to relish in that fact because they make stars and AEW has toys. Tony Khan plays with his toys. That's all he cares about over in AEW. He has not a fucking clue on how to build a superstar. And if he does maintain that superstar, I think that's pretty common knowledge here as far as Ricky Starks is concerned. Now, the reason why Ricky Starks is not on television, the AEW cultists will have you believe, Tony Khan is not going to put Ricky Starks on television because he's on his way out the door. That's fine and dandy. I'd like to get Jade Cargill on the phone and maybe have her join in on this conversation. He had no problem giving Jade Cargill a beautiful send-off in her last match. He used Jade Cargill up until she walked out the door and into WWE's arms. Why not do that to Ricky Starks? Oh, that's right! Who is Ricky Starks incredibly close with, man? The WWE champion right now, Cody Rhodes. He had these glowing things to say about public enemy number one, CM Punk. Why would Tony Khan want to push someone who is friends with everything that they hate right now? Gee, I wonder why Ricky Starks is not on television. Listen, Tony Khan is not going to push someone on television, give him major matches, pay-per-view paydays, titles, TV time, when he knows they are on their way out the door. Is it petty? Sure. Some people actually tried to tell me it's strategic. No, it's not fucking strategic. It's Tony Khan being petty. Because Jade Cargill got that treatment, why can't Ricky Starks? Unless you're in favor of the boss, Tony Khan is going to do with you as he pleases. Jade was in favor. Ricky is clearly not. It's not fucking strategic. Mismanaging of a bloated roster with terrible creative is not what I call strategic. So Ricky Starks is going to be better off by leaving AEW. They won't miss him, and their direction, the growth of the company, clearly is not the same from when Ricky first got there. I don't know what fucking direction they're going in, but it's not something that I'm genuinely enjoying right now because it's all over the place, and the creative seems worse off for it now than it was last year. Ricky is going to end up in WWE. And I can't wait to see it happen. Where he goes, I don't know. Does he start off in NXT? Does he go right to the main roster? I have no fucking clue. But we all know that Tony's not going to invest in somebody that we all know is on their way out the door anyway. Moving on. Asuka. Injury. Knee injury. Says she's very grateful to Damage Control for guiding her through this recent setback. Damage Control member Asuka has revealed to her fans on YouTube that she's dealing with a knee injury. Taking to her YouTube channel, Kana-chan TV, the former WWE Women's Champion stated that she is taking her time off after Backlash. So she, right now, said in her vlog, Asuka expressed her gratitude towards Damage Control teammates Dakota Kai and Kairi Sane for their help during the European tour. She revealed that she had not been at her best. She wrote the following in the video, in a caption. After the backlash of my European tour, I had to take a break to treat my knee that I had been hurting for a while. My partners Kairi and Dakota helped me a lot during this tour as I could not move at my best. I'm very grateful to both of them End quote. And at the end of the vlog, she wrote, "See you soon." Now, back in March, there were reports that emerged that Asuka suffered a possible knee injury and missed house shows due to the injury. It took place during an edition of SmackDown, and fans in attendance noted that Asuka was hobbling in the ring, which raised concerns. This might have been before WrestleMania when they were setting up Bayley versus Io for the SmackDown Women's Championship. At the WWE live event in Springfield, Illinois on March 23rd, Asuka made her return to in-ring action. She joined forces with Damage Control, Io, and Kairi Sane, and faced Team Becky, Bianca, and Naomi in a losing effort. Asuka's last match before her hiatus took place at Backlash in France. They went and defended, her and Kairi, the tag team championships against Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, which they lost those titles to Bianca and Jade. I think the WWE Women's Division right now, -1 Asuka, is still in good shape. But losing Asuka and Rhea Ripley at the same time, that is a major blow. No matter how you look at it, no matter how stacked the Raw roster is, no matter what moves they made during the draft, losing Asuka and Rhea Ripley and having them both out with injury with an unknown timetable for their return is not a good thing. But WWE right now is deep. So they will chug along for the women's division on Monday Night Raw. And at this point, honestly, with Asuka being out and Kairi, doing her own thing and her tag team partner now being out and Io seemingly gaining momentum on her own with some nice babyface reactions that we saw on Monday Night Raw, I honestly think the best creative move here is to dissolve Damage Control and move them on to something else. What that is, I don't know. Have Dakota go on her own. Have Kairi go on her own, have Io go on her own. I think everybody right now is over the Damage Control group, and I think all these women are probably better off on their own. The reason I say that is because all we're doing right now is going around in circles. We're doing Damage Control and Bayley, Damage Control and Bianca, now Damage Control and Becky. How many times have we seen Becky challenge and battle Damage Control? It's only different now because Becky is facing Damage Control alongside Lyra Valkyria, and Bayley and Bianca are on SmackDown. So it's basically the same story, just involving now Lyra, who's the new character involved. I don't really see that as, oh my God, man, I can't wait to see the action on Monday Night Raw in the women's division. No, it's the same shit, just fucking change one for the other. Nobody gives a shit. It's boring. It's recycled garbage. I wish they would be a little bit more creative, honestly. I'm not looking forward to that. This entire experiment with Becky being the champion has given us this. If this is the best you got, maybe we should get the title on Liv Morgan. Seriously. And Natalya. Who? You care about Natalya? There may be one person in this comment section that cares about Natalya. Natalya and her contract is set to expire in a few weeks. Triple H has a lot of things going on right now. Lots of free agents. Kevin Owens, January 2025. Ricochet, Becky Lynch is a free agent. And now Natalya is a free agent. This is on top of Triple H and WWE locking down Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre. He's locked down some bigger names. Sheamus, I believe, is re-signed. WWE right now is looking at a couple of free agents, with Natalya being one of them. She has been a two-time women's champion, including a Divas Championship reign in that. One-time WWE Women's Tag Team Champion, and her husband, T.J. Wilson, has transitioned from being an in-ring talent to a highly praised WWE producer. Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful noted that Natalya is slated to be a free agent in a couple of weeks. She has yet to comment on her contract status. If she were to leave WWE, it also could lead to her husband leaving the company, where they would have plenty of interest from other promotions and be terrific hires. I don't think WWE is going to let Natalya go. I don't. Whether you like Natalya or not, whether you want to see her on television or not, Natalya's influence right now is far greater to WWE outside the ring than it is inside the ring. Just like her husband. Her husband has become an acclaimed producer/agent for WWE, where they lean on him a lot. He produces matches for them, and a lot of his work has been praised within the company. Natalya and her work with molding the division and training and teaching and giving what she has learned back to the young talent, whether it be on her own at the dungeon or in NXT at the Performance Center. WWE is not going to let someone like that go. Her husband works there. She will remain there. And Natalya is someone that I honestly feel is going to have a bigger influence away from the ring than whatever she did in it. Just like I say with Triple H. Triple H now, the executive version of Triple H, will be his calling. This is what he is going to be known for. His wrestling career is going to be overshadowed by what he does leading WWE now. That's a given. Same thing will be for Natalya. Could Natalya end up in AEW? Sure. I could see Natalya wanting to go out and win world championships and wrestle the best and wrestle women that she might not be able to while working for WWE. But I honestly think where Natalya's mindset is, don't quote me on this, but if I'm Natalya and I'm taking a stab in the night here, I think she finds it to be more satisfying to mold and teach and give back than whatever she does in the ring. And even when she's in the ring, she always ends up giving back and is selfless and gives to others before she gives to herself. I don't think that she's going to go anywhere else, and I do think WWE nails her down and keeps her and makes her a very vital piece for the growth of that women's division. Guys, thank you very much for joining me on today's episode. If you did enjoy the video, please hit that thumbs up. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. And if you missed any of the content on the channel, I would certainly appreciate you go check it out. We were live last night for the Dynamite review. The Solemn Monster and I for Tuesday Night Titans were live for episode 48. And I was live for Monday Night Raw on Monday as well. All that stuff, go check it out. It's on the homepage. And please follow me on social media at JD from NY206, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Until the next time, guys, more news right here on Off the Script. I'll see you guys later.